Today on Rappler. Three former cadets of the Philippine Military Academy are found guilty of hazing and killing freshman cadet Darwin Dormitorio. The country's chief economist says the government's 21 pesos per meal figure is just a metric, not a budget recommendation. Meta shuts down the analytics tool CrowdTangle despite researchers' pleas to keep it. And Filipino pole vault star AJ Obiana falls to number 3 in the sports global ranking after placing 4th in the Paris Olympics. Three former cadets of the Philippine Military Academy are found guilty of hazing and killing freshman cadet Darwin Dormitorio. On Friday, August 16, Branch 5 of the Baguio City Regional Trial Court convicts Shalimar Imperial Jr. and Felix Lumbag Jr. of murder and Julius Carlo Tadena of violating the anti-hazing law. All three were a batch ahead of 20-year-old Dormitorio when he died in September 2019 from serious injuries inflicted by his fellow cadets. The incident exposed the long-entrenched culture of hazing in the country's top military school, which is run by the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The court orders Imperial and Lumbag to each pay 3 million pesos in fines and Tadena to pay 2 million pesos. They are all sentenced to reclusion perpetua. Reacting to public backlash, the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, says the government's 21 peso food poverty threshold is not a budget recommendation. Instead, NEDA Chief Arsenio Balisacan says the government only uses such figures to measure food poverty and make policies. They were, quote, never intended to be prescribed budgets for a decent standard of living. The 21 peso per meal threshold stirred controversy after senators questioned it in a budget hearing earlier this week. People on social media said it was nowhere near the price of a decent meal. The latest report from the Philippine Statistics Authority says food poverty in the country fell from 5.9% in 2021 to 4.3% in 2023. Meta shuts down the analytics tool CrowdTangle despite researchers' pleas to keep it. The social media giant pushed through with the plan on Wednesday, August 14, despite a petition from researchers, interest groups, and journalists, including Rappler. The petitioners had asked Meta to keep CrowdTangle until the end of the year and to maintain a similar approach with future tools. Meta instead announced a replacement called Meta Content Library and its Application Programming Interface, or API. Reports say access to Meta Content Library will be limited to only several hundred researchers. Journalists are ineligible to apply unless they're part of a nonprofit or partnered with a research institution. CrowdTangle had been useful in tracking and understanding how information and disinformation spread through Facebook and Instagram. Fresh from his 4th-place finish in the Paris Olympics, Filipino pole vault star AJ Obiana falls to number 3 in the sports global ranking. In World Athletics' latest rankings released Tuesday, August 13, Obiana lost his number 2 position to the USA's Sam Kendricks. Kendricks bagged silver in the Olympics. World record holder Armand Duplantis of Sweden keeps the top spot, while Olympic bronze medalist Emmanuel Corrales of Greece climbs from number 8 to number 4. Obiana held on to number 2 for nearly a year. He later revealed he was bothered by back issues that affected not just his performance but also his Olympic preparations. But he already has plans to bounce back. Obiana is set to compete in the Lausanne leg of the Diamond League in Switzerland on August 21. He's also organizing a world-class pole vault meet in Makati on September 20. And that's today's wrap. I'm Michelle Abad. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.